Most luggage on the market today is essentially the same. If you've seen a hard shell, a soft shell, or a backpack before, you've pretty much seen them all. But every now and again, a company comes along and tries to solve a real travel problem with some new feature, and then they build their entire pitch around it. The big question is, does that feature actually solve a problem, or is it just an expensive gimmick? Today, I'm breaking down 5 very unique bags. A carry-on that claims it can shrink down to personal item size. A hard shell that solves one of the biggest complaints people have about hard shell bags. And a bag that's making me rethink my entire take on duffels. Along the way, I'm gonna give you my no BS thoughts on whether or not these bags are worth your hard-earned money. By the way, companies send us bags for testing all the time, but that is not going to keep me from ever giving you both the positive and the negative. First up, if you fly budget airlines, you know the pain. You find a $49 flight, you're feeling really great about it, and then the carry-on fee hits. Suddenly, your cheap flight isn't so cheap anymore. So what if your bag could just shrink? Well, the Takeoff is a hard side roller with 4 wheels that pop off at the press of a button. Wheels on, standard carry-on size. Wheels off, the bag shrinks down to 18 by 14 by 8 inches. We'll put centimeters on the screen as well. And in practice, the wheels really do come on and off quite easily. They roll smooth, and the one-click mechanism feels confident. There's a secondary use case here too that I hadn't considered before I got hands-on. If you ever get gate checked and you're worried about your wheels getting damaged in the cargo hold, popping them off and then stashing them in your bag is a pretty smart move. As for the bag itself, the shell is fine. I mean, it feels like just a standard polycarbonate bag. The lining is fine. There's a divider pocket inside, but really there's not much to write home about. The telescoping handle is a little bit wobbly. 1-year limited warranty, which is short for this category. And the wheels do introduce a step and a little bit of friction at the airport, right? If you're rolling through the terminal in a hurry and then you have to stop, pop off the wheels in order to make it on your flight, that's some added time worth knowing about going in, regardless of how smart it is. Now, their marketing sells this pretty hard as a personal item bag, and that is true on some airlines. It fits the personal item sizers on many US domestic carriers, including budget airlines like Frontier and Allegiant. And so if those are the airlines you fly, you can dodge the carry-on fee and the math absolutely works. But it is not going to be a personal item on airlines like Ryanair or even stricter US carriers. Where this bag really shines is as a very compliant carry-on. The dimensions make it compliant across most of Europe and Asia. So if you're in those markets, forget about the personal item angle. This is just a really solid carry-on option. And that alone is a pretty great selling point. Just be aware the airlines it actually qualifies as a personal item on are pretty specific. The concept is cool and the fee dodge math is real. If you do fly Frontier or Allegiant a few times a year, this could pay for itself pretty fast. Just make sure you know exactly which airlines it works on before you buy. Next up, the FlipSide Carry-On. This is a 22-inch soft-sided carry-on with an interesting idea. It's a dual opening design with a movable center divider. You pack your clean clothes on one side, and as your trip goes on, you slide the divider to expand the dirty clothes side of the suitcase. By the end of your trip, your suitcase is laid out like a hamper. And I'll be honest, it presents better than I thought it would. The materials are a nice quality nylon, the zippers are solid, and the wheels are very smooth. From the outside, this thing doesn't seem like a gimmick. You get 2 ways to pack it. Top quick access opening, like a normal soft-sided bag, or a clamshell open in half, like a hard side. Fine. The thing is, the bag is $349, and the entire pitch is that divider system. And I'll be honest, a packing cube would do the same job for very little money. If you're only ever going to pack this from the top like a normal soft-sided bag, there's a lot of great options on the market for way less money. And on top of all that, this bag only fits 7% of airline carry-on sizers worldwide. So make sure you run it through willmybagfit.com before you spend the money. It's a decent bag. It's just kind of a tough sell in my opinion at this price for a feature that you could replicate very, very easily. Okay, this next bag is really cool because it solves one of the biggest problems with hard shell luggage. If you love the look and durability of a hard shell bag, but you hate how they pack, you're not alone. Hard shells force you to open the whole bag clamshell style, lay it flat, and deal with your packing space split across two halves with a divider down the middle. They take up more floor space than a soft shell when you're packing, and every time you need to grab something mid-trip, you have to flay your whole bag open. Some people just can't stand it. So what if you got the aesthetic and the protection of a hard shell with the packing convenience of a soft shell? That's what the For My TU Tank Light is trying to do here. It's a hard-sided carry-on, but you access the packing area from the top. No clamshell. You pack and access it the same way you would a soft-sided bag, from the top. And it's got a built-in front laptop pocket as well, which is very nice. The build quality here is solid. Awesome wheels. They look cool, they work well, and they are extremely durable. The telescoping handle is sturdy with very little wobble, and I like that it's mounted on the outside of the bag. Polycarbonate shell, and the middle zipper is for expansion, so you get extra space when you need it without changing how you pack. Now, a couple things to know. At 8 pounds, it's not the lightest in this category. The TSA approved locks gave me a little trouble popping them off at first, and airline sizer score lands at 36%. So it works fine for most domestic US carriers, but it's gonna be tighter if you're traveling internationally. For the build quality, the wheels, the handle, and that top loading flexibility on a hard shell, I think it's clever and very well executed. Look, there's a lot of ways to piece together a travel setup, but there's one area where many travelers still wing it, and it's not gear related at all. It's communication. Now, you can survive on translation apps and pointing at menus, but you're gonna spend half your trip head down in your phone. That is exactly why I asked Rosetta Stone to partner with us on today's video. The all-new Rosetta Stone Sapphire is built exactly for this. It's their newest program, and it's a complete rebuild from their classic app. What I love is the lessons aren't just random vocab drills. They're structured around real-world situations, ordering food, navigating transit, checking into a hotel, and the things you're learning, you're actually gonna use. It runs on a method called dynamic immersion. Basically, you learn through context and visuals the same way that you would have learned as a child. Every lesson makes you read, write, speak, and listen. And since I'm more of a speaking and listening kind of person, I really like that you get pronunciation support from day one. They use a technology called True Accent, which gives you instant feedback on your voice so you can train your ear and build real speaking confidence before you travel. The biggest new addition in Sapphire is chat missions, real-time conversation practice where you pick a scenario and get live feedback as you actually try to communicate. It's the closest thing you're gonna get to practicing with a local, and you don't even have to be in the new destination yet. I've been a huge fan of Rosetta Stone, and so if you're interested, click the link in my description or scan the QR code on screen for an exclusive 25% off Rosetta Stone Sapphire, plus access to all 25 of their languages on a single yearly subscription. Big thanks to Rosetta Stone for partnering with us on today's video. Now, back to the bags. Here's a problem a lot of one-bag travelers deal with. You need a carry-on for the flight, but once you're on the ground, you also need something smaller for exploring. Most people pack a day pack as a separate item, which I often do. But what if your carry-on and your day pack were the same bag? This is the Idea Mountain Journey 5-in-1. And yes, it is literally 5 bags put together. It's a 35-liter carry-on backpack, a detachable 16-liter day pack, a sling, a toiletry bag, and a built-in packing organizer. My first reaction when I saw this online was just, why? But hands-on, materials are solid, 450D nylon, Woojin buckles, and YKK zippers. Men's Journal actually named this their best convertible bag last year. Now, you do get a ton of pieces and parts here, and taking it all apart and putting it all back together is kind of fun. Unzip the front panel of your travel backpack, and a hanging toiletry organizer is clipped in waiting for you. Press a couple buttons, part 2 comes off, and the travel backpack detaches from its straps all together, and boom, you've got a fully functional day pack with a built-in organization and its own divided packing cube. Front pocket of that has a little sling in it. My honest take is, underneath all the marketing, this is really a two-in-one backpack that happens to come with some cubes and pouches. It's not a bad thing. The components are well made. The system is just not as sleek as I'd prefer. The question I always come back to with a two-in-one is, are you actually gonna use it as a system? You could save real money going piecemeal. For example, the TomTalk Navigator Lightweight, $95, plus the Walmart Ozark Trail Day Pack is $5. That gets you a two-in-one for $100. Now, if you love the two-in-one concept, but you want something more cohesive and premium, you could check out something like the Peak Design two-in-one travel backpack for about $100 more. One big zipper down the middle, 34-liter carry-on on one side, 16-liter day pack on the other. Build quality is out of this world. Plenty of options at a number of price points in this category. Hey, if you've gotten value out of this video so far, please hit that like button. And if you like videos like this, go ahead and subscribe because there is way more where this came from. All right, if you've ever explored the category of underseat duffels, you might have noticed you're essentially choosing between something that looks like an old school gym bag and bags that are marketed towards women in their 60s. I'm sorry. I've just never been able to look at bags in this category and be like, yeah, that is for me. Well, the CarryX Personal Duffle might be changing that. It's a 27-liter underseat bag built with materials and organization that you'd expect on a bag much more expensive. This is designed to work as your only bag on a short trip or as a bag number 2 sitting on top of a roller. Dimensions are 17 by 11.5 by 8 inches. The materials are a high denier blend of nylon and polyester, water resistant, YKK zippers, and the fabric just feels quality. These reinforced rubberized corners on the bottom with this internal wire structure keep the bag from getting floppy and protect it when you set it down. It's got a very clean, almost tactical aesthetic. Opening the bag up, the main cavity is bigger than you'd expect. I could honestly pack this for about a week-long trip. There's a wet pocket here in the lid for your toiletries or 311 bag, or even a pair of wet swim trunks if you hit the pool that morning. Front panel has tech organization, slip pockets, pen pockets, and a key leash. On the sides, you've got a quick access area for things like your headphones, and then on this side, a zip-away bottle pocket that stays flat when not in use. Padded laptop sleeve along the back fits up to a 15-inch device, and there's a luggage pass-through on the back that sits nicely on the roller without fear of tipping because this has a nice low center of gravity. Shoulder strap has a magnetic stow when it's not in use. When I plug this into willmybagfit.com, I show this bag is carry-on compliant with 83% of airlines worldwide and personal item compliant with darn near all US airlines, including Allegiant, Breeze, Frontier, and JetBlue. Now in Europe, personal item compliance is gonna be more of a dice roll. I think it will fit EasyJet really, really close, but Wizz Air and Ryanair, it's gonna be tight. I think you probably could squeeze it in, but your mileage may vary. I've had to force a bag into a Ryanair sizer before with about 100 other passengers behind me staring at me. Never fun, okay? So, you know, think about how full you pack this if you're thinking about taking it on Ryanair as a personal item. At $129 with a 3-year warranty, I genuinely don't have many bad things to say about this bag. I think this could work in a variety of circumstances, business travel or leisure travel. And if you're a duffel kind of person, what I will say is this is a smart duffel, and the team at CarryX put a lot of thought into it. If you've been looking at underseat bags like this and nothing has felt quite right, I would say this one at least deserves a hard look. Unique doesn't always mean better, but when a bag actually delivers on what it claims, it's worth your attention. If you liked any of the bags you saw in today's video, check out our links below. Doesn't cost you a thing to use those links. It just helps us support the channel, and sometimes it can even get you a discount. If you want to see the bags that we think are the best overall, regardless of gimmicks or features, check out this video right here. Thanks so much for watching. Happy travels.